So hey, what's up guys, NPS3D here and welcome back a new exciting Element 3D tutorial, and this will be a little bit different from others because this is different from others. So let's see the result what we are going to create today after I'll start the whole tutorial. So here is a funnel work.
Family in your head, in their bombs, and their bombs, and their guns in your head, in your head. What's in your head? In your head.
Alright, so here is my YouTube channel. There are a lot of tutorials, tips, tricks, experiment. Also break down some project files. So please visit my YouTube channel. And if you like my stuff, please like and subscribe my channel and help me to grow up fast. So here is my Instagram page. You can see here all these upcoming works, or if there is not here some works, so you can find here on and also on my Facebook page. So let's get started the tutorial. So here is After Effects and here is our work. So you can see, and this is not a difficult and some advanced, but this is there is a technique for this types of work. So let's get started and just select all this comp, and this is already in a new folder. So just create a new comp and call this tutorial, and make sure this is a 9020 by 1080. I'm using, depend on your choice, you can also work on 720p. So I'm using 1080p. So tutorial full, just change half and just add a new solid, and first we'll create a texture. So we'll call this liquid texture and just pre-compose this one. Fine. And go inside the comp and just change the composition setting 1280 by 720, because we this is just a texture. So 720p is also good. So transform it to comp, and now let's add there are two types of option with creating liquid, what I use for the work. So if you have trapcode particle plugin, so you can use that. Otherwise you can use CC particles, and this all are similar and just easy to do. So here is the producer. So put position, I mean Y up, just like this, and if you play you can see, and just birth rate down, the birth rate, this is good, and increase the radius X, so it will cover whole layer. And the physics, so velocity is good, gravity you can increase little bit, so it will fall little bit fast. Fine. You can also decrease, increase it, so this is also good, little bit more. And if you go inside the particular, so change the shaded sphere. Shaded sphere is also good, so increase the birth rate little bit, so fine. And the size, and we are going to keyframe our size. So make opacity 100%, size variation put down to 0. So this add some size variation. 33 is good. So in 2 seconds, just add a keyframe on the depth size and both sides, and go inside the 3 and just increase the size because we are just covering all this space. You just pull the particle, fine, just like this, or just you can decrease the size. So put here. So let's preview the result. This is too much. Alright, so good. Just add a effect called this fill and change the color white. So good. Let's add a turbulence displacement and create some noisy type. So just add a twist. Fine. So let's see the result. Review. Fine. Or just down this. So play according to your choice, your look. It. So you can also apply some new display types. So alright, so this is good. I'm not going to take too much time. So this is good for our liquid texture. We can also modify it. Fine. So this is a one method if you don't have tapered particle plugin. So if you have, so just create a new solid and just add a particular and start off this layer and just add a particular effect and do all this stuff just like before. So size, control shift Z to step back forward. So here and choose the position, I mean just emitter type box and increase the emitter X little bit G. So this is it, and you can also increase the velocity or just put a gravity. So physics, add a gravity, a little bit gravity. So let's preview this. Fine. So this is good, and just do same thing. Go inside the particle tab, and live C is good, and just size. So let's add a size, and in 4 seconds this will be just like this. So let's see. Press U and just put 1 second here. So alright, so let's see this. Fine. So this is good. So I'm going to use this one. So delete our first one and just add a turbulence displacement for this one. So you can fine. So this is good. Now go back here and shut off this layer. Now let's create a new solid element 3D and 9020 by 1080 because this comp is 9020 by 1080 full HD. So add a element 3D layer and apply element 3D effect and go inside. First just go and select custom layer, custom texture map, and we will choose our liquid comp. Now go inside the scene setup. So go inside our started pack physical. So when you install Element 3D, this all item will be there. So go inside the starter pack physical, and here is a model statue. So just click this, and our statue will be here. You can see. Just set the grid off because we don't need grid. Fine. So this is our statue. So now select our material and the diffuse and load our liquid texture. Fine. So nothing happening. And one more thing, you can see this is our transparent. So this is comes with alpha channel. So there is no solid or back layer inside. So this is just alpha layer. So our particle liquid layer is in alpha channel. So here just load this custom layer and go inside our advanced tab. Here is the advanced tab, and here is the option mate alpha. So click this. So you can see this, but here you can see something black happening. So maybe if we so now if we can see some black is feathering just like attaching this model. So what we will do, we will just go in the alpha threshold and just increase this so we can see also back faces. So this is not looking bad, and here is the option drop back faces. So now we can see back faces. So this is completely just like a 3D model with this abstract look. Fine. So increase a little bit more. Fine. Alright, so this is good. Hit OK and just add a new camera to our scene. So camera 35mm is good. Alright, so that's good. Now let's create a new solid and call this color and just pre-compose this in a new comp. Go inside this comp and just change it to 1280, and I also select the color, right click and just transform and fit to comp. And now let's add a fill color and just rotate this just like this. Call this red and control D and put them to white. Fine. So color and white. Fine. So this is white and this is a color. So in the white we'll change it to white and put this is here. Fine. And increase the size a little bit more. And the color control D. And we can also select all this layer and control D and just put down here. So this is looking good. And if you want to change the color anytime, so white will be white and our color red, maybe we can change it just like fine. So alright, the color is good. Now you can also pre-compose all this layer, but I'm not going to do this because we can also do it here. So just add a turbulence displacement and just add a twist and just add a keyframe on the evaluation and just add a time star 100. So this will move, but this is a high movement speed, so we'll just down and 40 or 55 is good. So little bit slow speed, and you can also do some changes here. Fine. So this is so you can see. Oh, right, down this one. So good. Everything is good. Fine. So go inside the tutorial comp and just shut down the color and go inside the element 3D scene setup. Oh, we missed something. So custom layer and layer color count. Fine. Let's go inside the scene setup now. So this is our color layer. So maybe right here. Can I see a little bit more? Fine. So this is good. And now go inside the illumination channel and just we will choose our color comp. Fine. Nothing happening here because this is in illumination channel and we have to increase the intensity. So fine. So you can see. Alright. So this is good. And we can also tweak later. Fine. Show advanced tab. So this is good. Now let's create a background. So create a new solid, I mean sphere, and increase the size a little bit more. Fine. And just go inside the material and we will choose our color material in a diffuse folder. So diffuse channel. Fine. Nothing happening because we are inside our sphere and there is no back faces. So here draw back faces. Fine. So we can see easily. But the thing is the both color are same. So select our default, I mean this sphere color, sphere material, and here is the basic setting diffuse color. So we can change it just like a red. You can see it will be just like so. Red is good. So we'll choose red. Red is good. Fine. And select our statue and change the reflection mode to spherical. So this will affect on our model. So it will look a little bit more real. And select our sphere model and change it to spherical. And choose our statue material. And here is a reflection setting sum. So reflectivity 100% will just down. So it will be completely just like a diffuse material. So maybe a little bit, not too much. And glossiness you can just increase or decrease, depend on your choice. So just a touch. So this is look good. We can also tweak it later, depend on our choice. And here's the illumination. So you can also increase a little bit more illumination. So it will be a little bit more bright than our background. So let's check, click on our background, and here is the illumination. So just use diffuse color and increase in or intensity. So it will be look more flat. And here is the glossiness. So turn down the glossiness. So look good. And we can also down the color little bit so it will be more flat. So all good, and let's hit OK. Fine. So let's zoom little bit with our camera. So here is the problem. It's working fine, but we can't look what is our front face and what is our back face. So what we'll go do, we will go inside the render setting, and here is the option called ambient occlusion. So enable ambient occlusion. So just increase the intensity 12%, and the radius maybe 5, and gamma maybe 12, and contrast maybe 2. Fine. So this is good. We can see now what is back face and what is front face. So little bit depth in our model, you can see. And here is the option ray trace, but if you enable ray trace, it will be just work on ambient occlusion. I mean just, yeah, ambient occlusion type. So you can see there is nothing but our statue is appearing. So that's why I'm not using this ray trace. So just enable first one and all setting are same. So good. And this is the thing you can apply on any layer, just like later your logo or your design or anything. So this will be good and this will be perfect. And you can also tweak some setting. So in a physical environment, so we 100%, maybe 78. Fine. If you press 0, what will we do? What? So 50 45 is good. And exposure maybe 3, not 3.6, gamma 4. Fine. So this is cool. And if you're not happy with color, go inside and change the color of our statue. But this is good for me. And you can also rotate our environment. So, and here is a lighting. So you can also add comp light or just element 3D light. So spot blue, clean blue, natural, so dark, cinema. So let's add cinema light. So this is the idea and this is the technique I use for creating all these works. And one more example is, let me show you, is liquid name. So here is one more example. You can see this one. So how I created this one. So delete this one. Go inside the scene setup. Alright, so this is in group 2, and move a little bit up, preview render, and group 2 aux, I mean group 2 particle look, and here is the option called deform. So go inside the noise, enable the noise, and just increase the intensity and increase the scale size, just like this. Put 45 and increase the scale, just like this, and just add a simple normal expression on elevation. So 100 is good. So you can see. So this is the idea, and this is the thing. So you just need to, if you're not happy with your liquid texture, so go inside the particular, change some variation, do some variation, do some variation in color, and everything will be good. So here is our statue, our first come. So hit OK. Fine. So we can also add some AE light, but I'm not going to do this. And just and here is, you can see some problem. So go inside the scene setup and increase some UV mapping. So maybe 4 by 4, maybe 4 by 2. Let's check this. So sphere, press 1 by 1, and you can also add some color correction. So just put adjustment layer on top of everything and just add a cursive effect and just do some things and just turn down the red channel. Just add some bluish, and you can also add a new adjustment layer, hue and saturation, and down the saturation just duplicate this layer and delete this and add a tint effect and just change the color according to your choice. Shape color and just add a cursive effect and just add a normal last thing. Add the text layer, solid, and just slide. Add a mask, this mask here, and just invert this. Fine. So looking cool. And when you are going to render this, so when you are going to render this, so go inside the output option and just super sampling 2 enhance multi-sampling, and just fine, everything is good, and just switch to full render. And here you can also switch to full render. And if your scene is looking too much smooth, so you can just add a unsharp mask. Fine, so little bit after you can also add some grain noise to look better. So all right, so this is the idea how I created all these things. And thanks for watching my video, thanks for loving me. I am NPS3D and keep watching. And one more thing I want to share with you. Here is a two explosion, first one and second one. So let's see the result one by one. Alright, so if you like my explosion, so please put down the comment. I will make a tutorial. This is not perfect, but I will make a tutorial how I come up with this result. So alright, so thanks for watching, thanks for loving me. I am NPS3D and keep watching. We'll see you next time, and that time will be different and different tutorials. So thanks for watching, thanks for loving me, and keep support me and keep subscribe me to help me grow up fast. So thanks for all the things.